Good day. I'm Dr. Burek, sitting alongside Dr. Lynch, and we'd like to spend a few moments to discuss our upcoming 2018-2019 school budget with you. We are pleased to inform you that our team has worked diligently in putting together a budget that meets the tax levy limit, thereby meeting the tax cap requirements. While doing so, we were able to add a few enhancements to our overall program for the students in Lynbrook. These include creating an additional elementary after-school club in all buildings. That club will be Math Olympiad. Continuing a foreign language after-school program for elementary students. Expanding an elementary one-to-one laptop program for grades 3 through 5. Enhancing opportunities in science for all students in grade 8. Introducing technology for middle schoolers in grade 7. Continuing the One2World tablet programs for grades 6 through 8 as well as 9 through 12. And finally, creating a new career development program class in the high school. I will now turn it over to Dr. Lynch, who will provide an overview of the budget in various categories.
Thank you very much, Dr. Burek. On the screen now, you can see a basic summary of the expenditures that we are proposing for next year. In all, we are proposing an $85,199,343 budget. That is a $2.7 million increase over last year. Some of the big drivers in this budget are going to be $273,000 increase in central administration, primarily due to increasing transportation costs. There'll be a $267,000 increase in special education, primarily due to out-of-district placements. And as you can see, there is a contractual increase in salaries of 3.2% and benefits of $837,000. So that is the basic expenditure summary. When we break it down into its three components, administratively, we will be spending approximately $7.6 million, on programs $67.4 million, and on capital $10.1 million, coming down to that number of $85,199,343, an increase of 3.29% over last year. Taking a look at the revenue side, we anticipate getting just under $6 million in local revenue. Some of the big drivers here are $4.2 million in pilots, that is payments in lieu of taxes, and then a very important figure here, as last year, we anticipate appropriating $975,000 from our reserves. Just want to take a little closer look at the reserve number. There would be three primary reserves that we'll be using: the retirement reserve, the workers' comp reserve, and the employee benefits reserve. As you can see, by using those three reserves, we'll be using $975,000. But looking at the lower portion of the screen, you can see that there will still be money left in those reserves for future planning. So in total, our revenue summary is $10.4 million coming from the state of New York, that 5.9 number coming from local revenue, and we are appropriating $1.5 million from this year's budget into next year's budget. That will leave a tax levy of approximately $67,341,013. That is a 2.44% increase over last year, and that is our maximum allowable tax levy as per the tax cap law. I want to take a look now at some of the propositions that we'll be voting on. So everything that I've discussed so far is Proposition 1, that is the budget. The next propositions have nothing to do with the budget. They are going to be using monies that we already have set aside. They will have no effect on the tax levy. The first proposition is Proposition 2, the use of the Technology Replacement Fund. Voter approval is needed in order to use these funds. We're proposing approximately $113,000 to put laptops in first and second grade, $100,000 for projection screens in first and second grade, $169,000 to continue the One2World project at the 9th grade level, $50,000 to replace existing equipment, and a great improvement, $70,000 for a district-wide walkie-talkie system that could be used for regular communications and also emergencies. That is a total of $502,750. If this is approved, $788,000 will remain in that fund. And once again, there is no effect on the tax levy if this proposition is approved. Proposition 3 is the use of the Renovation and Improvement of Facilities Reserve Fund. We are proposing a $1.7 million expenditure there, replacing doors at South Middle for $50,000, bathrooms and locker rooms at Marion Street for $596,000, a bathroom at West End for $100,000, and an elevator at Waverly Park at $1 million. Once again, if approved, $4 million will remain in this fund, and this will have no effect on the tax levy if the proposition is approved. We are going to be proposing a new capital reserve fund. This will be a grounds renovation, improvement, and equipment reserve. It would go alongside some of our other reserves. This one, though, is specialized to take a look at the grounds needs of the schools, the fields, the gardens, and the equipment needed to maintain those. It would be a full capitalization of $2.5 million and would expire on June 30th, 2023. So in all, those are our budget propositions and our technology propositions, our grounds propositions, and our renovation propositions. Please remember to vote on May 15th at all your local polling places.
Thank you to all for your continued support of the Lynbrook Public Schools. Have a great day.